Hello, everybody, and thanks for being here for the news at 4. I'm Bill McGinty.
And I'm Carolyn Bruck. The state of education has been in flux ever since the pandemic hit. The monumental switch to remote learning had devastating impacts on learning. And now, with kids back in the classroom, the problem is what they're calling the Great Resignation, and it's happening among teachers and staff.
Like many school districts nationwide, CMS is facing a teacher shortage. 524 teachers have left the district. That's just since August 1st, and at least 93 more plan to leave by the end of this school year. But as hard hit as it seems to be to keep teachers, some say it's hard to get employed. Yeah,
That's interesting.
WCNC Charlotte's Lana Harris joining us now with one teacher's story.
Right, so a bilingual teacher with nearly 2 decades of experience thought he'd be an asset to CMS, but couldn't get a call back for any of the jobs he applied for, and ultimately had to leave the state to find a job. The Queen City has about 900,000 residents, but Juan Rivera is no longer one of them.
I wanted to stay there. I didn't want to come back to New York, but I had no choice.
No choice, because Rivera says he couldn't get a job as a CMS teacher, something he says he never expected.
I thought it was going to be easy based on my credentials.
Rivera has been teaching for 17 years, some of those years in CMS schools.
I worked at Harding University High School for 6 years, and then I moved to the Outer Banks.
Rivera has paperwork showing he was eligible to come back to CMS and applied for 23 ESL teaching positions this summer.
2 interviews.
Rivera says one of those positions was canceled and he never received a call back for the other or anything else he applied for.
So I was thinking, what's happening here? There's a teacher shortage. I'm a certified teacher.
CMS says school leadership screens applications and looks for qualifications like specific licensure and relevant experience, which may not always be a match or could rank lower than other candidates, and encourages people to apply for multiple positions they're qualified for, though that didn't help Rivera.
For some schools that I applied, the position's still open.
Rivera said eventually he had to go wherever he could.
I needed to do something, so I applied for New York, and they called me right away, within a week.
Speed, he says he wished he got with CMS.
If I was eligible, I don't know what happened.
Now, this is not an isolated incident. We've heard from other people who said they've also tried to get jobs with CMS as a teacher or even as a sub. One who had a master's degree and, again, just could not get a response back from CMS. Again, CMS says it is on school leadership to decide who they feel is best for their students. Lana Harris, WCNC Charlotte.
Lana, thanks so much. Leaders in Anson County plan to take action to fill the gaps in the educator shortage. The Board of Education holding a special meeting right now to discuss a teacher shortage. Cabarrus County will talk about proposing a bonus for cafeteria workers during its business meeting at 6 o'clock tonight.